cities around the country are shutting down non-essential services and pleading with the public to stay home. But what about those who are homeless and have no place to go? Well, to help us understand the issues facing our most vulnerable population, Cari Kozierok joins me now. She's the executive director of the humanitarian organization Vehavata. Cari, thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
A big concern, of course, right around this country is for the homeless and where they're able to go, how they're able to manage during this pandemic.
It's a tremendous issue, at a time when we're being told to stay home and wash our hands, and that's what's going to keep us safe and prevent the spread. For folks who don't have a home and don't have easy access to a bathroom, how are they to manage?
How are they to manage in that level of physical distancing, let alone trying to get the next meal? So what is your organization trying to do to help these vulnerable people who could also then be possibly vulnerable to contracting the virus?
Yeah, so our organization operates an outreach van that goes out 6 nights a week, serving food, hot coffee, essential supplies like clothing, hygiene kits, harm reduction kits, to help people who are facing this challenge out on the street cope better. And what we're seeing is that the need is increasing daily. Where we were serving 100 meals a night, we're now serving over 300. A simple drive down University, you'll see tents have cropped up all along the street. And we're just seeing an increase in folks who are sleeping rough. That's what the term is for sleeping outdoors.
We know that in his regular addresses, his daily addresses, the Prime Minister has announced funding to help the country's most vulnerable. The homeless are included in that. Is that going to help, or is much more grassroots, support required here?
Yeah, it's a great question. Unfortunately, a lot of the attention for this population tends to center around shelters for obvious reasons. What we're seeing out on the streets is that folks are opting to avoid the shelters due to increased fear. There's fear that always exists around the use of the shelter system. But what we're actually seeing is it seems that folks are avoiding the shelters and choosing to rough it outside. With the closure of so many of the amenities that would otherwise support this population, like shopping malls, coffee shops, food courts in office towers being closed, they're left with very few options, little access to food, no access to technology in places like libraries and community centers, and it's becoming a crisis.
Cari, before I let you go, we've got a few seconds left here, but of course Canadians are hearing this. And we are a country that wants to always lend a hand. What can the public do to help?
So we're asking for support on our website, vehavata.org, our COVID homeless response fund. We're asking people to donate if you're able. If funds aren't something you can donate, we're looking for clothing, used clothing, new clothing, bottles of water, protein bars, and sleeping bags.
All right. Well, we'll hope that those items do come to you, and we commend all the hard work you and your team are doing. Cari Kozierok, Executive Director of the humanitarian organization Vehavata. Thank you, Cari. We appreciate this, and we wish you and your team well.
Thank you. Thank you very much.